Morning, friends. Teresa from Star Stylist Homestead. So today I'm actually on my way to another doctor's appointment. About 3 weeks ago, I found a few lumps underneath my right arm, which is where I had my cancer. They were kind of painful, and I thought maybe it was my bra irritating my underarm, but it wasn't. When I went to bed, it still did the same thing, and I don't know. Not that I'm worried about it. I don't think it's cancer. I never felt cancer when I had it before. Never felt a lump or anything. So I went to the doctor's last Friday, and she found 2 lumps, one bigger than the other. So we scheduled an appointment at the cancer hospital. So I'm having an ultrasound this morning, and I'm praying that they actually read the results to me. The doctor said that they would. There would be a doctor there to read them to me, but yes, 2 days ago, my cancer doctor called to book an appointment with me for next Wednesday, the 2nd. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm hoping my doctor didn't call and say something to him to make him want to book that for me. I don't think so, but it's just all speculation. I just pray that I don't have to wait until next Wednesday to find out what's going on, because I've already waited 3 weeks. And like I said, I'm not worried. I'm not stressing it. If it is, it is. I was just cleared for 6 years cancer-free in March, other than my breast being dense, and they wanted to take another test with the dye in 6 months. Other than that, everything seemed to be fine. My mammogram and everything, so I don't know. But I'll let you know. I'm just leaving my house now. So it's going to be a couple hours for me. So I will get back to you if I find the results out today. If not, I'll just splice all this together and give it to you next week. Yay, great news today. I get to leave the center. I have to come back Wednesday to see my cancer doctor, just to check everything out. But he said sometimes you get a viral infection and your lymph nodes will swell or whatever. I've never ever felt them before, but I never had cancer before either until 2019, so there's that. Anyway, great news today. Thank you, Jesus. And I'll do a little chit chat later. Love you guys. Well, hello, friends. I'm back. So, great news today. I was excited about all that. And I just have to go see my cancer doctor on Wednesday. He's going to just check my mammogram from March, and then the doctor's notes from today, and then do another quick checkup and give me the all clear. Praise God. And I did. So, wow, it's hot. It's got to be 95 to 98 here. But it's not humid. It's just very hot. It's been very humid here lately. And I'm so sad. My plants, I'm going to have to redo a lot of my tomato plants down there. It rained so much. I have the black spots, all over my leaves, and it was killing them from the bottom up. So I've been getting my tomatoes, but I've been having to pull them as soon as they have any bloom on them, which is okay, because then I just bring them in the house and let them finish ripening up in there, and they're wonderful. I've had a few go bad on me. My cucumbers, I'm getting between 6 and 8 a day, which is awesome. I wish I could get more a day so that I can I don't have to wait to do my pickles, because you really should do them as soon as you pick them. And I keep meaning to make the brine and put them in the fridge, because you can just keep adding to it, and I haven't. So I think I'm going to do that this afternoon with what I have in there. I want to do some dill pickles, because last year's, they don't even look good, because I think I just put too much spice in them last year. But the year before, they came out phenomenal. I'm having my coffee, my afternoon coffee, out in the heat. Okay, Teresa. But it's a relaxing day. Stress-free afternoon. You can't beat those. So, yeah, let me show you. I'm just going to bring you over and show you a couple of things. But I have to go in and get my shoes on first, because I don't want to walk down there with no shoes. So give me a second. Oh, it's nice and cool in here. My cat hasn't even been wanting to go outside because it's so hot. She goes out, and she's out there maybe 30 minutes and comes back in. She decided to come back out. Well, she won't be there long. But look at let me come back a little bit more. Those were all my extra tomato plants that I started, and I gave a lot away. But look at these things. It's amazing. This one is planted in the very bottom, and I have them just weaving up through. Let's see. That one comes all the way up here. These are doing really good. Look at these little tomatoes. I mean, look at this one here. This one goes way up. And that one's planted in this one, the third row up. But yeah, those are doing phenomenal on there. I absolutely love it. I had planted, let me turn this, because I always forget what it is that I planted. Chives. And look what come up. And I Googled it to make sure green peppers would grow in there, and it said it does. And I mean, I got quite a few on there, on 2 of them actually. I don't know where the other one is, over the other side. But yeah, and then I have my other one, mostly strawberries, and they haven't been getting that big this year, but or now, because it's almost over. And I have, of course, my onions, and even these plants, you see what they're doing? And I popped that right off, because they're just dying on me from the bottom up. I'm going to show you this from up here. Those are my cucumbers. And then I have a couple pepper plants there. I had 3, but the cucumbers were taking over, so I had to take it out. It was in that corner. Why I put it there, I don't know. I took it out and planted it down here, and it's struggling now. But look at these, if you can tell. See how empty? There's like no leaves in there. And this is the tops of them. Let me come down here. There's another one that's struggling. I mean, I'm getting tomatoes and stuff, but I don't know. Look at these. That one died completely. I pulled the root out this morning. But you see what it's doing? All the way up. So I just come out and I snap them off. My tomatoes look wonderful. See, there's a few there. This one rotted right on the thing. Clean that. But see, they have a bloom on them. So I might pick those in the morning. Look at this. It's beautiful. This one's totally green. I had cherry tomatoes up to yin yang. And then these over here, they're just, I'm so sad, because look, this is what it's doing. So I just snap it off or cut it off. Look, every single day I'm getting this. So, and they're beautiful coming up, but they're dying from the bottom up. If anybody knows, these are 2 I replanted, and they're struggling. I'm still getting tomatoes off of them, but And then I have these here. Look, it's just a stick. This is the one I replanted. I need to come out here and water again because this is really dry today. But my cucumbers, they love all the rain. I've got a few that, see, I don't know if you can see that one there. In here, I purposely left this one this morning, and I will come and pick more tomorrow. But let me tell you, sometimes they just blend right in with the leaves and you don't even notice it. I've got small cucumbers up there and whatnot. But yeah, and my system here, this is my water system. Put it together, me and my niece, in every one of them. And I connected it from there to there to there to this one. Not realizing by the time it got through to this first one, the water pressure stopped. So I had to, that's what all these are. I have to build it right in the middle here and have it go out to all four at the same time. My brother let me know that after the fact. Look, I got a couple more cucumbers right there. Those will be ready tomorrow. And then we have my sheds and my pool. I tried to spray paint it, you can tell. The white lines, just to cover that, it don't work. I have to come out and actually... Oh, and then my mess underneath. Let's go back up here. I have to sand it and redo it, but yeah, so that's what we have. Look, I knocked a tomato off. My pool is beautiful. I bet it's like 90 degrees in there. How about we check and see? I should just get my bathing suit on. Oops, covered the thing right up. I am like sweating now, and I gotta get in and clean it again. It is, wow, 92. You see that? Yeah. Beautiful. Bought a few more floats today. Kaimani will love it. Let me turn this fan on because it is too hot to sit out here now. I'm literally, look, I'm dripping sweat now. But anyway, yeah, so that's my good news. I would not live in Georgia if I did not have a pool. And I do not live out here without my fan either. Because it makes all the difference in the world. And my tin roof, wonderful. Sitting right here on this deck is probably 20 degrees cooler than if I were to sit out front on that deck under an umbrella. It's crazy. So yeah, that's what's going on in my life. My husband was awful happy when I got home today. I got to get him out of this house. Poor guy's been stuck in this house for 3 months. We booked another cruise. He booked another cruise, so we'll be going on that in January again. What a birthday present for him. Because every year we go, it's his birthday while we're on the cruise. Happy birthday, honey. Don't ask me where I'm going because I have no clue. Turkish something. And we're going on, I think, Princess Cruise Lines this time. I said after that last cruise on that huge ship, I said, I don't want to do it anymore. I love kids from a distance. And there ain't no distance on a cruise ship that's that big and that many kids. We couldn't sit, not once on that 8-day cruise, or 7-day, did we get to sit by the pool. When we went down there in the morning, every seat was taken. And then there were just people standing around everywhere. It was crazy. Too many kids. When you have somebody handicapped like I do, that's in a wheelchair all the time, you're waiting at the elevator for 10 minutes every time you have to get on it. I said, that stinks. Because you've seen my husband, he's a big guy, and that wheelchair is huge. Kids just walk right in front of him, and not a care in the world. I'm like, no. That first cruise we went on was phenomenal. It was a smaller ship. There was like 4,600 people. That last one was like 6,800, and half of them were kids. Not really, but it seemed like it. Let's see what else is going on. My son's birthday. He loved his meal. He loved his cheesecake, and I'm telling you, the cherry pie filling. I told you, I'm not a big cherry person. I can eat them if they're sweet and spit the pits out, but only so many. But when I tasted that, oh my word. Even watching my video back and I was editing it, I could see it took me a minute for my taste buds to actually taste that. But when it did, I was like, oh, and the taste stayed, oh my God. It was worth the hour that it took me to pit all those. It really was. And I have not offered to give a jar of that to anybody. I've had a few people come in and I'm like, yeah, no. I've only got, 8 jars? I had 9, but one of them that we opened only had half cherries. It was at the end of the pot. So you get all the juice and stuff in it, which was still good. The flies this year are driving me up the wall. Thank God I have little fire starters here. Yeah, so I'm telling you. And you water bathe it. So if you're not a canner, you don't have to be afraid of it, because it's just water bathed for 30 minutes, depending on where you live. And what a thing to have on the shelf. I enjoyed those better than my strawberries, blueberries, and apple pie fillings. Seriously, it was that good. Make it, is what I'm trying to say. It's worth it. And then the ribs were really good. I have a hard time with protein. I have a hard time with pork since my surgery. And I don't care how it's made, it always gets me sick. I ate one of those. I ate the one that I did the taste test on, and it was amazing. Oh my God, they were so good. I did not have that thing down in me, because when I finished the video, I got my dinner ready, and I ate the rest of that one. Took a bite of another one, and it all came back up, and I'm like, oh, sorry, I know, TMI. But that's what happens with pork. And Chinese food, since surgery, I've probably tried Chinese food probably 6 times. You'd think after the first or second, I'd say no. But I love, love, love Chinese food. And I just get the chicken. That's the thing. It's got to be the MSG or something in Chinese food. I don't even get to the car before it comes right back up. It is crazy. So, no more Chinese food for me. And chicken, as long as it's not fried, I can eat it very slowly. Gotta chew. But I have a hard time with that too. All of it, really. So, unless it's peanut butter or pureed, yeah. I've been drinking a lot of protein powder, because I want to get this 25 pounds off that I've gained over the last year. And I've been fighting it. And my doctor said, Teresa, you're not getting enough protein. So everything you eat is being stored as fat. Literally. And, I've heard that all my life. But I, honest to God, since this last year, now I understand it. So I said, all right. Because I'm telling you, before I started my protein powder, I track everything in my bariatric tracker. If I got 600 calories a day, that was a lot. And almost none of it was protein. I'd have maybe 10 protein. And that's only because whatever I ate had like 1 protein I just, when you get sick on something, the last thing you want to do is try and eat it again, right? And that's how I got with it. So, and I'm not a fond of the protein drinks since surgery. Before surgery, I didn't have a problem. But since surgery, they're just so thick to me. So I got the unflavored powder. And as much as I shouldn't be drinking more coffee, now that it's summer, I've been making iced coffees, and I'll get 25 protein just out of a scoop of my protein powder. And then I'll try and get, because I need to get 80 plus a day protein. I don't, but I'm getting up there more with the protein powder. And I'll lose, like this week I lost 1.8. I might gain it back next week if I don't watch what I'm doing. And you guys, and my family says, it's no wonder why you put on all that weight. Look at all the food you make. Because every video you see, they see. Because I'll just post it on Facebook. It's hilarious. And I said, yeah, but the problem is I don't eat it. What I eat in my taste test, I might have a couple more bites after that. And that's all I eat. And I know, don't get on me, I only eat dinner. For the last 3.5 years now, I don't get hungry. And I'm not even exaggerating. I can go all day long and say, oh, crap, I forgot to eat today. If I'm busy, I don't eat. I stopped by the dollar store today, for example. It was 1 o'clock. And I wanted to look for a neck pillow for my pool. I went in there and I seen peanut butter cookies. I love those things. Nutter butter cookies. And so I grabbed a package. That's all I've eaten today. Oh, no. Because when I got home, all my tomatoes sitting there, I said, oh my God, I gotta have a tomato sandwich. So I asked my husband if he wanted one. So I made a tomato sandwich. And at least I'm able to get that down now. I didn't used to be able to do that. So I've had a tomato sandwich and 3 of those cookies today. And it's probably going on 4 o'clock now. Only because I wanted to get something in to eat. Anyway, there you have it. Protein, I might today, other than what I had in my iced coffee that I still haven't finished drinking. It was 20, I used my new one, so it was 21 grams of protein. So I still have half of it in there. But then I went and made a hot coffee. So I'm only getting about 10 protein. But without that, I might have got a protein out of those cookies. Yeah. So, yeah, there's my woes for you guys to say, what the... Anyway, I don't think, so back to my son's birthday. He loved it. I got him a gun case that holds 5 handguns. He's only got 2, but I have 2, and my husband has 1. He's like, well, between us all, we can put them all in here. And I'm like, yeah, you ain't locking my gun up, just in case. But, yeah, and he loved his dinner. He loved his dessert. It was a good day. I think that's about all I do, guys. The pool, the doctors, and my garden. And I love gardening. I'm so sad that I have to redo them. But it's only June 27th today. So I don't have time to do my own seeds. So I'm just going to go to Lowe's and pick up a couple more tomato plants that are not cherry tomatoes, and plant them down there. But I'm going to wait until next week because we have all rain scheduled for this week. And they're not dying on me again. So, anyway, my sister-in-law was here for 2 weeks, so that's why you guys didn't see me. I don't know if I even said it in a video. But I've gotten 3 videos out now, and then this one going up this week. So I should be good for the weekend. Yeah, so I haven't really done much besides cooking. And just struggling through the rain like everybody else. It is crazy. And I'm not the only one struggling with my garden. I watched Roots and Refuge, and Jess, she's struggling with hers too. And hers is like 18 times the size of mine. And I noticed on Renee's, my God, little Little Acre. I'm sorry, Renee, if you're watching this. I always forget the name. I forget everything. So don't take offense, but at least I remember her name. I noticed I was watching hers yesterday, and even some of hers are struggling, and she had to spray some stuff on hers. And I don't I don't comment a lot. I try to, but I don't, so I apologize for that too. But I do watch you, babe. So anyway, when I can. And now that I'm alone, I can. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to actually go into the air conditioner because I am starting to sweat out here. So, you guys have a great weekend. 4th of July is coming up, and I'm sure there's going to be some crazy people out on the road, so please be careful. I'm sure you'll see me before then. I don't know with what, but probably another dessert because I don't have a problem eating those. So I'm going to go. You guys have a great weekend. Be safe. And you'll see me again soon. Love you guys. Ciao for now.